Hi guys, this is What's Up 2190 here, and in today I'm going to be giving another shot at my urban legends of series that I tried a while back, and some people seem to enjoy, so I thought I'd give it another shot. Well, we're not talking about a movie this time. This time we are in fact talking about a theme park and a cartoonist. That's right. In today's video, we're going to be talking about none other than Walter Elias Disney. Now, before we get in, I should note that the urban legend that we're about to cover slash debunk is rather grim. It can be a little bit grim for people who absolutely love Walt Disney, and for people who absolutely adore Disneyland too. Without further ado, let's get started. There's no way to start this on a very happy note. Walt Disney passed away on December 15th, 1966 from lung cancer. It's said that he was an enormous smoker his entire life, and his surgery that he went through before his passing was pretty brutal, to say the least. Apparently, he had to have a lung removed and and he was in very poor health beforehand. But let's get into the legend itself. The legend itself is that after his death, Walt Disney's body was cryogenically frozen and buried somewhere beneath none other than the famous park in California, Disneyland. Rumors can vary somewhat as to exactly where his body was buried. Some say, but most commonly cited, is that his body is hidden somewhere underneath the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. But other versions of the legend will tell you that he's buried somewhere underneath the It's a Small World ride. There have been rumors of people supposedly seeing Walt Disney's ghost walking around in either Disneyland or Walt Disney World, and even some vague YouTube video footage of people uploading these supposed sightings of him haunting various Disneyland attractions such as the Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean. But let's get into the fact. Walt Disney is publicly documented as having been cremated after his death, and also his grave can be found in Glendale, California, which I know is in Southern California somewhere. I believe it's somewhere down by Los Angeles, but I don't know exactly where it is. So is the legend true? No, it isn't. It's obviously just a story that was made to scare people who love Disneyland or scare young kids or something. But how do I think? But urban legends, and this is a pretty big Disney urban legend, is that legend usually start from facts that have been horribly disconfigured to make them appear creepy. And let's get into that. Walt Disney passed away shortly after completing work on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride in Disneyland, which was in fact the final project that he completed before his death. His death also took place shortly after the Disney company purchased the area in Orlando, Florida, where Walt Disney World is located. So I believe that that's at least somewhat how this urban legend got started. Is that around the time of Walt Disney's passing in December of 1966, most of the Walt Disney Company's attention was on building its theme parks. if you think about it, the idea of Walt Disney being buried underneath one of the rides at Disneyland is nothing short of preposterous, as you'd think that as a large part of some portion of Disneyland's rides, such as the Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean, actually take the vehicles underground, you'd think that his corpse would have been found by now. But one more thing before I close off on this one. If you don't still believe that this legend is true after everything I've said in this video, go online and Google search or YouTube search Walt Disney's grave. You'll find videos of people on YouTube as well as documents stating exactly where his grave is and that he was cremated. And also Walt Disney's apparent daughter or family member has stated that this almost somewhat classic Disney urban legend is not true. So, I hope you enjoyed. This is What's Up 2090, and I'm signing off. See you in another video.